Okay, hello. Cutting it pretty close to the Valentine's Day deadline here. I know. So we're doing a last minute drugstore, kind of a soft glam, very soft glam, like easy look. Something very soft and sweet for the super casual Valentine's Day vibe, if you get what I mean. Going for pizza, going to grab coffee, that sort of thing. I'm actually recreating a look I did earlier today. I just didn't have the wherewithal to sit down and film it because I had taken some Benadryl because I had allergic reaction. Anywho, so I was a little still sleepy. And my brain wasn't in it yet. But I'm recreating a look that I wore this evening to kind of I guess you could call a little bit of a double date. We went to dinner with some friends from church and it was really fun, and we went to grab pizza and just super chill casual. So I thought I'd just kind of recreate that and show you guys what I did, because it kind of kept it a little seasonal. Not intentionally, it was just because it's what I had out already to film with. This video was supposed to go up a couple of days ago. I know. The tooth flared up bigly, and I had allergic reaction to my antibiotics. So I felt a little choky. And yeah, so that was fun. And then I had a Benadryl coma after that, because I look at a Benadryl and I'm like, I'm out for a good 18 hours. I don't know what it is. Benadryl kicks my butt. So at least I slept off most of the pain, and yeah. So more antibiotics are called in. And hey, I had delicious pizza and I got some Starbucks today. And things aren't hurting right now. So let's take advantage of it. All right. So for today, we're going to keep it all drugstore, and I wanted it to be easy to find products. Now, I don't know how easy this eyeshadow palette is to get your hands on in person if it's something you don't have, but I know it's still available on Ulta's website. It's only $10. It's the LA Girl palette. Oh, sorry. This is LA Girl palette, the Keep It Playful eye palette. And this thing is so pretty. This is the Playmate colorway. And it's gorgeous. Gorgeous colors. So I could do something very soft with this today. And if you don't have this, I thought another one that's very easy to grab, like if you just want to run out and get something. I doubt you're doing that, but if you are, this one from Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultimate Desire palette. Oh, I know the Makeup Revolution little light medium obsession ones that are in these colors as well exist. But this one in particular I grabbed because of these little soft pink shades. Are really pretty. But yeah, they have the ones that are like the Huda dupes that are in the light, medium, deep colorways that are kind of like rosy tones for different depth levels. Like this, that would be a really good option too. And I think they have those like at Walgreens, and they're like $8 to $10, something like that. We're gonna use LA Girl today. And I mean, I think CVS might carry this. It's a very pretty palette. And of course, you don't have to just do this for Valentine's Day. This can be just a springtime makeup look, something soft and pretty. But yeah, this color story just kind of was like, yeah, we could do that. And I feel like I don't use this palette enough for as good as it is. I should reach for it more. I don't know why. I just kind of like, I look at it, I think, man, this palette's so pretty, but I just don't grab it. And since today is a very kind of low-key makeup day, we're just going to go ahead and start with skin. And I'm going to do a little touch of primer. We'll use a little e.l.f. Liquid Putty, because it's a good one. And I'm just going to put this in the T-zone. And on the perimeter of the face, we'll take some of the e.l.f. Liquid Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Why can I not get that out? This is a shade that's a little bit deep on me. I guess I should probably just buy the shade that matches me. But whatever. So I'm going to put a little bit of this right out here. And this is kind of my summer shade, but I think we'll be okay because it's going underneath my foundation. So yeah, I think we'll be fine. That's rude. And I'm just gonna buff that out with my brush. We can get some nice soft radiance peeping through here. For foundation, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Soft Glam, because I really like this one. This is a satin foundation. It's very pretty. I don't know if my video using this is up yet. I don't think so. I have a video first impressions of this. I think I'm posting this ahead of it. Apply some of this. I think I just talked about it in a vlog. And I'm using an e.l.f. dual complexion brush to apply. So yeah, all my brushes today are going to be affordable and drugstore priced as well. So we got a few from Profusion, Real Techniques, e.l.f. in the mix for today. That's a pretty foundation. Really pretty. Okay. And I'm just going to make sure it's on the lids and the lids are evened out. Now let's do a little bit of some liquid blush. I'm going to take Dolce Pink from Milani. This is the Liquid Glow blush. Yeah, Liquid Glow. Cheek Kiss Liquid Glow. And we're going to pop some of this on the cheeks. I thought a nice kind of brighter pink flush would be pretty today, and this has a bit of a golden undertone. It almost is like a NARS Orgasm type of color, but a little more refined. It's a little prettier in my opinion. It's softer. It is, you know, pairs beautifully of course with Dolce Pink in their baked blush from Milani. And that also has some beautiful glow in it. So I'm thinking we're not really going to have to go in with a highlight today because we got some nice glow already happening. Kiss of bronze. We're going to go with the Milani Cheek Kiss and Hey Honey. I forgot. I usually do that before I do the liquid blush, but it doesn't really matter, I don't guess. And sculpting with this. So take it right here on the outer portion of the eye. You can get a little lift going on that nice 5 head. And of course, any step in here you can totally skip. You don't have to do all the steps. This is my technique, as you guys know. I like to sandwich my products and layer things. And I can do it relatively quickly if I'm not talking. I could usually do this within under 30 minutes. But I'm yapping today. We're gonna go with the NYX Bear With Me. A little squirt of that. But well, anyways, you can definitely skip any step that you want. You do not have to do this much. I like to give you options and kind of inspiration more so than anything. And layering the products the way I'm going to do with some powder over top with like the powder bronzer and powder blush, it just gives you good longevity. So if you have a daytime date or something, or just doing something during the day, it's a little bit warm out or whatever, sunny, you don't want to have to be touching up and worrying about your makeup fading. You know, especially on a date. So it's a nice little way not have to worry about it too much. And it's going to look natural. It's not going to look heavy or overdone or anything like that. You know what would be a cute date idea? An arcade. Something about going to an arcade this weekend. That would be a cute idea. I think I might do that. Alright, and then we're going to set this down with a little bit of powder. For the under eye, I'm just going to take some of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in light pink. Ooh, I always dump out way too much. So much comes out. And we're going to set the under eye with this. In T-zone. Then I'm going to take some of the e.l.f. Halo Glow pressed powder as like a finishing powder over top, and we'll knock away any of that excess loose powder on the face, and this will kind of be like our setting the rest of the face step. And I'm going to use a giant Real Techniques brush for this. There we go. And this powder really gives a nice soft focus look. pairs beautifully with that foundation. But I like to pair it also with a little bit of a matte powder because it can be a little too glowy on its own. All right, now eyes. We're gonna take our LA Girl palette and we're gonna start with this cream shade up here. And I'm gonna take that one, a Profusion little blending brush. Any blending brush will do that's you happen to have. It doesn't matter. Now the only downside with this palette is the mattes in here are a little powdery. It's not that you can't work with them or anything. They're just a little powdery. They're very, very soft. The shimmers and metallics in here are phenomenal though. Like they are worth the palette. All right. They're very creamy, very Huda-like. So we're going to take this one right here. Like, see how much kick up that has? That's a lot of kick up. So if that bothers you, you're probably not going to like that. But for $10, I'm willing to deal with that because the shimmers in here are so good. All right, now we're going to take this little peachy color right here. Kind of towards the outer corner and outer V and into the socket. We'll just buff that up and out a little bit. It's nice and soft, pretty color. But yeah, if you're working with a deeper shade within these palettes, just really make sure you tap that brush off because they're a little messy. I'm gonna take this thing all out here, all over. All right, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the matte brown on an angled brush. This one's going to be from Real Techniques. I'm going to right here in the lashes. Just a little lifteroo. And kind of straight across from the highest point, as I like to do. So it really gives the eye a lot of lift doing that. Just coming from here and coming straight out and then filling in that little wedge. And I'm not bringing the wing out or anything, just very, very small. Very soft and subtle. Now, on the lid, I'm going to take this shade right down here. This is like a rose gold type of color. It's like pink with a golden shift in it. It's those classic pretty colors. I'm going to throw the palette on the ground. And when I say throw it on the ground, I'm really going to throw it. My goodness. Across the room. Alright. Anyways, as I was saying, this was classic kind of pink to gold type colors. It's very soft. Very Too Faced, back in the day type of color. And we're going to use a Real Techniques brush here. Let's bring that on the lid. Oh, what is it called? Like satin pillowcase or bed sheets or something. Too Faced has shade like this they put in tons of their palettes. Satin something. Satin sheets, I think is what it was called. Okay, and there we go. It's pretty much the eyes done. You could take a little bit of your brown if you wanted to right here along the lower lash line. I'm just gonna keep the lower lash line blank. You could even use a little bit of that shade as a cheek highlight. That could be really pretty. I wonder if we just took a little tiny bit of this. Just right there. Because it's a pretty shade and it's like a nice kind of highlighter shade. Yeah. Multifunction. All right. Pretty. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of a nude liner something, not nude, a little bit of a brightening eyeliner shade. This is Quartz Queen from NYX. Brighten up that waterline. And we're going to go ahead and put on some lash primer. Just going to use the hard candy one today. This is the Get a Grip, and I'm going to also curl in my lashes. I'm going ahead and doing this because this does take a minute to dry, this primer. And while it's drying, let's do a bit of bronzer. I'm going to take some of the NYX Buttermilk bronzer. So if you didn't want to do the cream bronzer, you could just do your powder bronzer, vice versa. You can skip out on the powder. That is up to you. But I'm going to do both. And this is the shade All Butted Up. And this is also a Real Techniques brush. A little bit of powder blush. This is the Milani one in Dolce Pink that matches that liquid one. They're pretty. Look at that sheen in there. Just gonna use the same brush. This. Glowy cheek. And I'm gonna touch up my brows. I'm gonna let that dry. And I'm gonna line my lips with the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in the shade Mavasad. Okay, and then mascara. We're going to go with Lash Paradise in Latte Brown. So there's a nice softness to it, and it's a pretty color. Pretty soft brown. Warm brown. And a little bit of lip to snatch through the brows. Just to fill in some gaps. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of some dark liner, a tight line. This one is Burnt Sienna from NYX, but I'd use like a brown or something like that. Something deepen up right under here. Not everybody has that where that fleshy bit shows a lot, but I do, and it bugs me. Underneath the lash line, and just gives the lashes a fuller look. And now we'll finish the look off with a lip gloss, and for that we're going to use Wet n Wild lip oil in the shade Vintage Society. I was watching Elena Well after I pulled product for this video, and I was just sitting there like doing my brows and skincare, and I realized she pulled out Soft Glam and a lip oil from Wet n Wild. Me and her really are like on the same wavelength sometimes. Like we'll be on the same like mental topic so many times. And I haven't even seen her content and I'll do something. I'm like, oh hey, I just did something like that. Cool. Is she a Capricorn? I feel like she's a Capricorn. I think me and her are on the same wavelength. Anywho. Lip oil. Kind of warm pink would be a nice match for today. I think she went with my other favorite, which is Cocoa Rose. And here is our look all finished for just a super soft date day, if you will. I think this is like for a daytime date makeup. And transition it into the evening, just going a little bit bronzer or something on the eye, darken it up just a tad. Good to go. Maybe a little bit of liner on the lower lash line. Anyway, this is, I think, super cute for if you have a coffee date type of thing, going to, not only for Valentine's Day, but for just in general, like a coffee date, daytime little cute little thing like that, going to an arcade together. I think that's a cute date day type of thing to do, or evening. I think this is a really cute look for that. Something soft, sweet, going to brunch, that kind of thing. So anyway, here we are in all drugstore products. So let me know your thoughts down below, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Bye now.